dollar. Dirt and money, no soul. Had to go and get it, ain't no time to kick it. Got a stack and flip for my foes. Dollar. Please tell me you can hear me. Don't turn your back and don't neglect me. Just let me know if you need me. Dollar. Let me watch out for my partners. Keep my money long, get my team strong. Let me run away from my problems.
Yep, what's good, Original Crew, man? We're back with another Sunny V2. We got, how would you say that? Ronaldinho.
Ronaldinho?
But you know this foreign, so you say Ronald, they say Ronald.
Ronaldinho. That's how I say it, Ronaldinho.
From football legend to bankrupt criminal. We're going to figure out how to say it. You say what, Ronald?
Ronaldinho. Or Ronaldinho. I don't know if it's
what
supposed
is it,
to be
Cristiano? Cristiano
Ronaldinho.
What?
Huh?
Is Cristiano what? Cristiano what?
Ronaldo.
How do you think he spelled Ronaldo?
With an O. That with an O.
So.
But it's all about what other words are, what other letters are. Anyway, we'll find out. Let's go. Ciao. You already read the title. Let's do the spiel.
Make sure y'all check out the links in the description box.
Down below.
You already know where to go, man. You want to first support, all you got to do is check out down below. Also, if you enjoyed today's visuals.
Like it with a thumbs up.
But let's hop into it, man. Let's check it out. Let's see what it's about. Let's see how we could pronounce these names. It's just foreign names to us, y'all. That's all. Well, I don't know.
Ronaldinho.
You said what?
Ronaldinho.
All right.
Countless legal problems, half a year in prison, and a bank account holding less than $7. Sadly, Ronaldinho's golden retirement has
Ronaldinho. I don't know.
I just said I didn't know if it was ho or o, just o in the
less than $7. Sadly, Ronaldinho's golden retirement has instead been a total train wreck. He was worth $90 million when he retired in 2015, although despite having a salary of nearly $300K per week, Ronaldinho showed through a Coca-Cola sponsorship he was absolutely atrocious at handling his money. Coke paid him $750K per year under one condition, that whilst in public he'd only drink their beverage. Well, just a couple of months after signing...
Would you sign that contract? Because for one, I'm going to go ahead and tell you, you wouldn't do it anyway.
No, I don't think I could. Remember you quizzed me the other day on like my favorite, like... But I'm saying, I was 50-50 with it,
But all the beverages that I said, I just was asking which one did you like better. But all of them, I was like, you liked them. I'm going to tell you one thing for sure you wouldn't be able to do.
What?
Cold brand water.
Dasani.
Is
Dasani their brand? Or is Dasani its own?
I thought Dasani was Pepsi. Which one?
Is Dasani Pepsi?
Which one? Aquafina is Pepsi. You got Aquafina and Dasani.
I'm not sure. I could be wrong. I'm not sure.
And then they got other water products that's made by Pepsi. Let me see.
Yeah.
Let me see. Water by Coke.
Diet Coke.
Oh, Diet Coke. It's Dasani. It's Dasani. Yeah, Dasani is water.
What'd you say?
And Smart Water.
Oh, Dasani and Smart Water.
I know it was another one. It's Smart Water.
I was like, yeah, Dasani. I knew this. Okay, yeah.
You couldn't do Dasani. You couldn't do Dasani.
I did that one day because I was hot.
Because you were.
I didn't have nothing. I had no options.
And that was the only other water option for you.
It wasn't. I mean, I guess because I had no options, it wasn't that bad. I was parched. I felt dehydrated. Yeah, I had no choice. But yeah.
So, yeah, you wouldn't be able to sign this. Or I wouldn't be sitting in public drinking nothing. Because it just said, while in public to exclusively consume beverages produced by... You know what I'll do? I'll be the big Dasani, pour that joint out, put my favorite water in it. You won't know.
I mean, but
and
you
keep
don't
it
have
cold.
to just do water, though. You can do they have other products.
I don't want to just consume Coke products or soda. Majority of the time, I'm drinking water. Majority of the time, I'm drinking water. Am I not?
Yeah, sure.
Or Zivia, which is basically sparkling water. That's mainly I drink. I drink is regular water or Zivia sparkling water. Sparkling flavored water. I don't do no.
whilst in public he'd only drink their beverage. Well, just a couple of months after signing the deal, Ronaldinho instead promoted Coke's biggest competitor. The Coca-Cola ambassador shot himself in the foot when he rocked up to a press conference sipping on a can of Pepsi. As a result, Coke...
Hey, I ain't never heard Sonny V2 he low-key laughing.
Because that's crazy. That's insane. Why
Did
would
you hear his voice got a...
I have so many questions.
Coke's biggest competitor. The Coca-Cola ambassador shot himself in the foot when he rocked up to a press conference sipping on a can of Pepsi. As a result, Coke dropped him and stated the sponsorship had become embarrassing, assisted by Ronaldinho's poor performances on the pitch, as he'd become more interested in throwing wild parties. In one example, he was scheduled to play against Man United, but instead the night before, partied in a bar until 3 a.m. A Barcelona board member added, Ronaldinho plays bongos until 2 in the morning every night. Everyone knows we have a discipline problem. Ronaldinho's getting older, partying all the time. How do we stop it? Well, stopping Ronaldinho's...
Did you see what those he trying to suck Messi into his lifestyle? That's why.
Not on my watch.
That's why.
Not on my
Getting older, partying all the time. How do we stop it? Well, stopping Ronaldinho's partying was basically impossible, as he even negotiated a nightclub clause into one of his contracts, allowing him to party at least 2 nights per week. Incredibly, he wound up breaking the contract, as 2 nights of partying simply wasn't enough, justifying his actions by stating, a football player has to have a normal life, as a person and as a sportsman.
That's not a
normal
normal life.
is not going out to the club every night.
Yeah, that's not a normal
That's
life.
not normal.
Even 2 days a week is not normal, bro. What you talking about? Every Friday and Saturday? People don't club every Friday and Saturday, bro.
But according to his teammate Jerome Leroy, this lifestyle was seriously hurting his skills. Ronaldinho didn't train any day of the week and would just turn up on a Friday for the game on Saturday. I think he was trying to follow in the steps of Romario, who would also go out every night, but he didn't have the same success. Without a consistent training regimen, Ronaldinho began to experience constant injuries. Beginning in March 2008, he was off the field for 1 full year, missing 30 different games, coming from 4 different injuries. In the meantime, Ronaldinho started gaining weight.
What's the unknown injury, though?
From 4 different injuries.
You don't just say unknown injury. Muscular problems, unknown injury, torn muscle. Oh, hold on. So this is torn muscle fiber. I'm trying to see which one would occur first. Okay, yeah, the bottom. Torn muscle fiber, unknown injury. Muscular problems, unknown injury.
And it was just for a few days.
Yeah, I ain't thinking about that far. I wasn't trying to say about that far.
Injuries. In the meantime, Ronaldinho started gaining weight, for which he was clowned on by the media. One article wrote, over the past year, Ronaldinho hasn't looked like the player who led Barcelona to 2 straight league titles. Another article mentioned the former best player in the universe has already become an increasingly distant memory for the Brazilian national team, and true or not, gets frequently described as past it without much debate. In 2002, Ronaldinho helped carry Brazil to a World Cup win, but by 2010, he wasn't even chosen to play on the team at all. Understandably, Ronaldinho wasn't happy, believing he was now better than ever, stating, "I'm back now to how I was. In fact, I think I'm even stronger now. Everything seems easier now. I want to play in a further 2 World Cups." His harsh World Cup rejection forced Ronaldinho to get back into shape. A forum post from 2012 titled, Ronaldinho goes back to 2004/05 weight, explained apparently he's now gone back to his ideal weight of 80 kilos. On top of this, a Goal.com article proclaimed, Ronaldinho is officially back among the world's best, although as you might expect, this didn't last long. Throughout 2013, Ronaldinho missed another 24 games, resulting from 2 separate injuries. He therefore again wasn't selected for Brazil's 2014 World Cup team, and by 2015, at the age of 35, Ronaldinho's career was pretty much finished. He'd signed an 18-month contract with Fluminense, although after failing to score in 9 games and being booed by his own fans during a league game, Ronaldinho's contract was terminated after only 2 months. The club publicly announced. We were straight with him and told him it wouldn't work for us, so we decided releasing him was the right thing to do. We are somewhat frustrated. When he arrived, we expected he could do for us what he did for so many other clubs. That's what you think when you sign a player. He didn't do well in Mexico, but we took our chances by bringing him back to Rio, thinking he would do well again. Ronaldinho clearly didn't, but he now had $90 million to retire very comfortably. He'd hire his brother Roberto to be his manager, who confirmed Ronaldinho's retirement, stating, "He has stopped, it is ended. Let's do something pretty big and nice," after the Russia World Cup, where Ronaldinho was spotted looking extremely happy. Behind the scenes, however, his life had already begun to fall apart.
Never get families to start being your management. They ain't always be your management, man. I get why some people do it, because, you know what I'm saying, family, who's going to be the main people that ask for money from you? Family and friends, right? And close friends. So people typically want to bring on family and friends, especially when they start making more money, to say, hey, instead of me just handing you money, now you can just work for me and make more money because I can afford you. I can afford to pay you more. But this always turns out to be hell, bro. It always do, man. Sometimes because it's hard to control the relationship. That's the reason why sometimes it just needs to be strictly business, not family business, not loving business. It needs to be solely strictly about business with a lot of things, though, because a lot of people can't balance the two.
Ronaldinho used his earnings to purchase 57 properties, one of which being a lake house in the riverside city of Porto Alegre. From the house, he built a wharf and dock without realizing it was totally illegal. As a result, he was fined $1.7 million, although Ronaldinho refused to pay. It was then revealed he also owed a further $2 million in unpaid property taxes, and as a result, Ronaldinho has had 57 properties seized and his Brazilian and Spanish passports confiscated over unpaid taxes and fines. Ronaldinho haggled the fishing fine down to $1.5 million, but ultimately still failed to pay, leading the Brazilian government to permanently take he and his brother's passports. Now, this was extra inconvenient as they wanted to take a holiday down to Paraguay, so they devised a genius plan: create a fake Paraguay passport for one of Brazil's most famous people, known for playing on the Brazilian national team. As he tried to enter Paraguay, Border Protection obviously noticed him instantly, placing Ronaldinho in jail awaiting trial. Imagine not only being one of the most famous footballers in the world, but also one of the most unique looking ones, and trying to use a fake passport in South America. Bravo, Ronnie, but wait, it still gets dumber. It is unclear why the former footballer entered Paraguay using the passport, considering Brazilians can enter the neighboring country using their national ID card. Basically, Ronaldinho could have gone to Paraguay without using a passport at all. To add a cherry on top of the cake, Ronaldinho claimed he didn't know the passport was fake and believed he had been given his Paraguayan passport as a gift, assuming it was an honorary type document of no real value, and gave it to an official without thinking when he reached Paraguay, because it was the first thing he got out of his bag. He was therefore even roasted by his own lawyer. Ronaldinho wasn't aware that he was committing a crime because he didn't know they were fake documents. He's stupid, but the court didn't.
Stupid doesn't keep someone from being a criminal. Stupid doesn't just keep someone out from being convicted of a crime, you know?
That trip was that important?
That's not an excuse.
Not at all.
And it can't be that important.
No.
They just enabling.
And the fact
You're
that you
enabling
could
his
have used
behavior.
your ID, you done got caught up all because what?
Bro. And your brother is just... I want it's the little brother or the big brother. And like I said earlier, man, just because, like, If your brother haven't been part of your management, or part of like dealing with your everyday stuff since you've been in the league, and he shouldn't, just because you retire, he shouldn't become your manager now. He doesn't know anything. It'll be different. He became your manager when you first got in, and he learned the business as you got bigger and bigger and bigger. He was able to properly learn. You retiring.
Yeah.
He's the most definitely the wrong person.
Especially if y'all gonna be on this type of time together.
Bruh.
Like, look, somebody doing something and tell no, can't do it.
You need somebody who really got your best interests at heart. And typically, that's somebody who your best interest at heart is because you cut my paycheck. I need my fucking paycheck. And the more money you make, the more money I can make. You know what I'm saying? He ain't thinking like that. He just saying, as long as you got money, I got money. That's what it typically be with family members, though.
Didn't buy it for a second, and Ronaldinho was jailed for almost half a year, whilst inside the prison hosted a futsal tournament, leading teams across the prison to row with one another over which would have Ronaldinho on their team. He'd win the final game by scoring 11 goals, eventually leading a judge to conclude there is no indication that he has any personal characteristics or criminal behaviour that would put society at risk, and Ronaldinho was therefore released from prison with a $200,000 fine. However, he had no hope of paying this. In fact, the reason
Is he broke? Like, is he like really just broke, the reason why he couldn't pay? Even though he had made so much money over the career and everything, a lot of his endorsement deals and stuff he lost. So he has no active money coming in. So is it a possibility that literally he has no money?
Or if he does, he just I'm not paying y'all anything.
I rather party with my money to give y'all.
And that's probably the mindset. I'm gonna party, travel, do whatever,
also,
live my life.
They could be jacking these prices up too, just because of who he is.
Yeah, I don't know, but yeah, I feel like they do that.
His brother initially had their passports seized was because an investigation into their bank accounts revealed a balance of just 24.63 Brazilian real, or $6.59. Ronaldinho's plan to rebuild his life was to launch a cryptocurrency, releasing the Ronaldinho Soccer Coin project, which gained just 61 Instagram followers. With his own coin failing, Ronaldinho instead promoted other shady crypto projects, always being met with understandable critique. Is this a translation for "you are bankrupt again"? In case you forgot, here are all the crypto projects you pump and dumped over the years, only leading to even more problems. Ronaldinho denies part in alleged 61 million crypto scam at congressional hearing. His likeness had been used to promote a cryptocurrency which promised a return of 2% per day. After the crypto inevitably turned out to be a scam, Ronaldinho was brought before the government, although he claimed he was never partnered with the company and it used his name and image without his authorization, arguing he was also a victim of the purported scheme. But Ronaldinho took this photo specifically for the company and also had a history of involvement in these kinds of shady projects. Additionally, Ronaldinho had failed to appear before 2 previous hearings related to the inquiry. He said weather conditions meant he was not able to attend. His involvement is up for interpretation, but it seems he was sufficiently rattled as he'd pivot to promoting traditional products where he'd only experience even more issues.
Now, hey, you got a Pepsi ad now. You chose that Pepsi over
Coca-Cola.
I ain't gonna hold you. I could have did that Coke advertisement. I'm thinking about it now. Shit, hey, I could have finessed it. You could have just poured the Pepsi into a Coke can if you like it that much. Hell, they want to know the difference.
I would like to know, like, the reason. Like, you signed with Coke to do whatever, you know.
He said, fuck it, Pepsi
and then
better.
right after you was like, what?
He said, fuck it, Pepsi better.
What, they offering more? Like, what was like the...
No, it's probably just what he actually drinks.
What he actually drinks. So
yeah,
it was
he doesn't drink Coke.
It wasn't no type of...
A lot of people take advertising deal. They don't use these products for real. They just...
Yeah, I know that much, yeah.
So in that regards, he like, I actually drink Pepsi.
But to just be like, knowing that you done signed the contract and out in public...
Now, he might be a little slow for real, though. And now
that is a slow move. That is a dumb move.
That's somebody slow. Not necessarily a dumb move. That's somebody slow.
What is what you saying?
He's dumb.
Did he say he was dumb? He's stupid.
Yeah,
Well, I
something
say it
like
like
that.
that. Stupid.
Promoting traditional products where he'd only experience even more issues. Ronaldinho posted to his Instagram, "This is a sad time for anyone who likes Brazilian soccer. It's hard to find the energy to watch the games. This is perhaps one of the worst teams in recent years. It has no respectable leaders, just average players for the most part. I've never seen a situation as bad as this. I repeat, our performance has been one of the worst things I have ever seen. It's a disgrace." The post was shared to Reddit and people weren't happy. Criticism is fine, but straight up quitting on the national team in an official post is something to say the least. Imagine your idol
That's
saying
crazy.
that about you and your teammates, killing their confidence. Well, only one day later, Ronaldinho returned to Instagram, revealing the nasty message was actually an ad. "I would never abandon Brazilian football, never. And I would never say the things you saw. In fact, these words came from real Brazilian fans. They are real comments I saw on the internet. Guys, what our boys need is support at this time. That's why I joined Rexona in this movement. We are asking everyone to send messages of support. Hashtag Rexona does not abandon you. He's damn broke, isn't he?" Ronaldinho's finances haven't been discussed recently, but judging by photos of him taking private jets, it seems he's rebuilt his life at least to some extent.
Boy, all he gotta do is know somebody with a jet. He can get
Yeah,
on there and
listen,
take
they don't mean that.
and take that photo. He ain't going nowhere. But back home, that jewelry came from Temu.
Well, he could have got that baby before all, whatever.
Yeah, don't forget Bow Wow used to take photos outside of private jets, but on the
I just don't really understand how people just be like fumbling their career and like.
it's possible though.
No, I'm not saying anything is possible, but I'm just how they do it. Like I'm like, you had so many things that could have went good and
Opportunities.
went right, but you chose to go the other way.
Yeah.
It's just crazy to me. I never get it.
Bro.
But yeah,
It's dumb. Y'all spam us up, man. Y'all let us know y'all thoughts and opinions about it in the comment section down below. One thing I will say, the boy broke. He doing anything to get a check though. And
he said,
said,
y'all ain't get no money out of him because I ain't got it to give. But yeah, that's crazy.
but man, until next time, y'all know how it go, man. I do go by the name DJ the Kid. This is
Here, Nicole.
We are?
Kid and C.
We are.
Go and get it, ain't no time to kick it. Got a stack and flip for my foes. Dollar, 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 dollar. Please tell me you can hear me. Don't turn your back and don't neglect me. Just let me know if you need me. Dollar, 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 dollar. Let me watch out for my partner.